Hello, hello. This is the last round of season 15 of North American Online League. End of the season is next week, 6/24/2025. Get your games in before it's too late. Sounds good, sounds good. We're the first, 7 to 8. 3 games. Let's get started. It's Ivan versus Ferry. Let's do it this new way. We are always gonna start a review of the game so that people can get it, and we'll post the review links in our YouTube videos at the end. Oh wow! Very uncommon opening. The center, totally fine. Let's see how the rest of this goes. Okay. So black has off the 4 corners. White is making this middle. As far as I know, the thing to watch out for when you do go for these center openings around the tangent point is to start as many fights as possible, to use your in this case it's 3 stones in the beginning, to they're in the middle of everything, so fighting tends to favor the center player. So the trick was to start as many fights as possible. This means surrounding really large moyos or invading not necessarily this kind of thing, like this move. Okay. As far as I know, the trick is to go for as much fighting as possible. Okay. Black answers no problem in the beginning. This move runs a huge risk of ending up in gote, and the preferred way for black to deal with this is to push out like this. Okay, black does do this. This is very, very favorable for black. Okay, this is not as favorable. You never want to make your moves play at cross purposes like this in the game. A few modifications. 1, just jump and jump this back. 2, play this way and then sort of leave yourself some space in between your move and the opponent's moves, and then you can exchange with white as much as you want on the other side. When we go for this, there is another possibility, which is to push and then push through like this to capture more white stones. However, this is not as recommended as something like this jump. This is a peep against this cut. This would be very nice. So if you can force white to connect somehow, this would not even work for white. White probably has to do something like this. This would be very, very nice for black, and you can use white's weaknesses to develop yourself further. Once this happens, a very good thing to keep track of now is this lower side with 2 jumps by black is very, very unimportant right now. So if black were to just press all the way out to here, you'll see that black has made the left hand side, but white has not made anything in the last 20 moves or so. So that's a recommended directional way of going about this. So in the game, black plays the 2 jumps already, 1 more move here and another move to jump to the side. All these these 4 moves likewise will not be surrounding any territory. And so if white plays on the left hand side, invades, white would be gradually or quickly taking back the value, the territory in the game. For this reason, the Atari was not recommended, and of course the Connect is also not recommended. Given this happened, what do we do? Press and then jump, separate the left hand side and attack. And for black, connect on the side and just allow white to capture one stone. So that's the recommended moves, and it is white who gets this move. Okay, let's see what kind of fighting comes out of this. Okay, probably white needs to connect and then make this Atari and then connect in order to keep black separated. When white plays the capture, the strongest move for black is to extend and then fight on the left hand side. Unfortunately, the direct fight is black losing by 1 liberty, so if this happens, maybe black has to Atari. In any case, just pushing up allows white to Atari this, and this is now once again a big success for white. Another move here is to connect, and because white loses about as much as black does, basically white has to connect the code. Otherwise, white needs to find co-threads, and white has more groups than black, or less solid groups, so white is at a disadvantage. Another thing is, so if white connects, this potentially is very strong for black, giving up the 4 stones and then shifting over to the top. Okay, so as the game goes, white plays here. This is another opportunity for black to contain the damage. Here, this Ko is a very good damage reducer, and also black can also just block on the outside. This would be black winning the Liberty's race. So this, if you want to peep as white, you have to connect here. This move is too relaxed. However, black also makes a reading. This is not the most important connect. Okay, so white does finally separate black. Unfortunately for white, the group has a lot of resources to make alive. In the game, black connects and then plays a knight's move. This is defending the corner. Now, with black not taking the resources, it becomes much more possible to go for the attack. Another thing is to play this self-strengthening move first. Both of these are fine. Connecting is a little bit too slow. Black already has the 1 white stone almost totally surrounded. It is not that big. It doesn't contribute much to black's shape to capture 1 stone. So there's no need. Saving the stone is very, very small. Okay, white continues to attack. However, by sacrificing 1 stone, white may have gotten the ability to surround black. Now white does not have this ability, and being a little bit, half a step or maybe 1 step too slow proves to be a major problem for white. So now that finally white does have black contained now, but unfortunately black also is surrounding white. This is likely going to be some kind of a seki. Okay, so in the game, both sides decide to connect home. This is a sign of a very strong play when both sides sort of are living themselves. Okay, let's see what happens going forward. By the way, here there is a major problem for black in the form of for white in the form of this, and then cut, and then Atari, and this Ko is very, very damaging for white. So when black plays 3, white has to play something that is not cutting black, and this exposes white to this problem. So so white's play here left a little bit of a weakness. It could be addressed by playing this move in Sente, and then there would be no problem. So this move is really attacking something that is quite strong. You're playing a move that you're surrounded by connected opponent stones. That's not gonna be very good. Okay, peeps and invades. So black has once again totally taken the upper hand in this game. However, he makes a mistake here in the protection of these cutting points. Black plays here to totally protect the cutting point. It's here. Connect will also do it, but you have to make sure to squeeze when white harness. In the game, black plays the strongest move possible, and white is able to escape. Now, fortunately for black, white makes another mistake here. It's very difficult to live here, and the coupled with the fact that white played h8 earlier, threatening black, that move got ignored. So there's a very strong tendency for white to sort of follow through with the threat. Unfortunately, this once again gets ignored, and black cuts white off from the outside. And so two ignored moves plus some dead stones. This is this is too much for white. In this game, let's see. Okay. White. Unfortunately, white just made a little bit too many errors in the fighting part, especially the C1, completely wasting a move. Black played some bad moves too, but it was totally okay at the end. Okay, relatively short, but fairly insightful game by both of these players. Next we have Milan, the organizer of the North American Online League, versus Anthony Park. Milan is playing black in the game. We'll do the same thing. We'll start reviews.
Review started.
And put the links to the reviews in our video. Sounds like a plan. Very very conservative, solid opening. Two Shimari corners. White plays very fast, okay, and plays here. Okay, this is a Joseki. One of these Josekis goes like this, something like this. Often white wants to just connect. The key move is to extend down at the 2-4, B4, 3 spot. Try to get this move in Sente, and then engulf the outside black stone, or complete the white shape here. Both of these are fine. So because of that, maybe black wants to try the other Joseki, connecting to that D6 stone. This one, this is an old Joseki, slightly favoring white locally, but white has played a move at D10, so it's this shape probably favors black slightly here, or totally even. Okay, so invade, and then white does play the wedge. The wedging here, make sure to connect so white doesn't have this move in Sente. The wedging helps black live a little bit, so it loses Aji a little bit. Important for black again to connect. One way to fight back against white taking Sente is to play this kind of a move, and then black is able to defend. However, in this case, white had this d10 fourth line stone preemptively placed here, so this overall seems a little bit good for white. Okay, especially with the g2 move. Right now, the left-hand side is clearly the most important. Black has a stone that's questionable, and once black is able to take the stone out, white is now under attack. So the left-hand side is a focus of the game now. White extends. Let's see. Okay, black continues to play. Okay, white turns. Okay, and black pincers. Totally reasonable. This move is a very, very aggressive, strong move. White better have the follow-ups planned. Basically two responses. One is to press on the top. Something like this is it's like a non-fighting variation. Of course, when your opponent plays a peep like this, the initial instinct is always to block, and yes, block. And here white fights as hard as white can here. Right here, two possible moves. One is to connect. This just allows white to, continue to be weak, and then really it reinforces black's shape. So afterwards, black can start attacking. Another move, extend, and another move, hane underneath. Extend seems more efficient than the connect, so that's probably doable. Especially now that in this case, when white hanes underneath, this is another key point. Black has a very good counterplay at connecting and surrounding a lot of territory with 5 and 7. So it's not necessary to defend this cutting point in order to play this. So yes, might as well extend. Another move is to hane and connect. If you have a more defensive mindset, play the tiger mouse. And then when white protects the cutting point somehow, black always has this backdoor. If you have a little bit more of an offensive bias, just connect. This is quite strong for black. The problem with the double hane in the game is when white hanes underneath, the white stones are too close, so this Tetsuji is possible. When that Tetsuji is possible, it's white connects two very weak groups, and that's going to be very good for white. Yeah, plus there's also black just can't even capture this ladder. Another move is here. Okay, so in the game white extends here. This gives now black the opportunity again to play that. Exactly, this is perfect. And so now white has this cutting point to defend and this move to disconnect black. Unfortunately, white is not going to be able to do both. In the game, does white do neither? If black pushes and just surrounds white, for example, this is very complex. This way is white winning all the liberty races by 1, so possibly this is good. In any case, the connect underneath is absolutely huge, so expect black to be better now. Pressing once definitely won't hurt. Pressing twice, probably better. Why not? And then this is again a calculation. Possibly black may be able to play all these moves, keep white at 3 liberties on the outside, and maybe win. So this is something to be calculated, but it's not clear to me yet. In 20 seconds, how that is for if this is valid. Okay. In the game, the turn is a most important spot. Right now, this cutting point no longer matters in this case because black has now already reached total safety on the top right corner, lower right corner, the right hand side, and the corner. So there's no this is just pure territory at this point, so there's no need to defend this cutting point, or it's not very big to defend that cutting point. Also, this turn is the most important fighting spot right now. So when white does not play that turn, it's very, very important for black to play the press. Ah, very nice, very nice. Okay. Unfortunately, the next move is a little bit slow as well. Right now, some calculations have to be made. One idea is to, if black can totally surround white like this, I'm sure this would be good. If not possible, then something like this move defends the corner against all aji, and then later this squeezing aji and cutting aji. All this is designed to keep white at one eye. So this is another move is to play this knight's move. This could be very good. Assuming this does not work, this could be very good. And this exchange may be good for white. In any case, if the hane is sente, then so perhaps the move is to hane and then play the knight's move to seal in the white group. Maybe play another defensive move. This is very big. The move here, it's better to play the knight's move in the middle here. Given we didn't play on the top side, the middle 4 stones is the relatively weak black stones in this right hand side fighting. And so this is a very, very nice looking defensive move for the outside stones. Of course, it is very, very good at performing offensive duties, attacking the 5 white stones, as we can see. So this move that is what O4 is a little bit lacking in. O4 basically forces white's 5 stones to run into the middle. This jump is very nice. This turn is again also very nice. In the game, white plays this move. That's a bit of a jokester kind of move. This is very small underneath. You can see how white is not going to be surrounding much territory. There's also this crawling move. Also, if black plays down here, it's also very dry territory. You can count maybe 15 points here, but black could always capture the 1 stone. So you could, black only gains 10 points and no sickness, no safety or sickness value is gained down here. So these exchanges are helping black. Okay, so white plays a knight's move to run out. This again, if white is successful in running out, white can now think about turning the corners and then surrounding a big territory with this group. So this is very, very nice, very, very big for white to be playing in the middle of the board right now. Black plays a knight's move, very, very good. We talked about it a little bit earlier. And then black goes for the squeeze. Okay, great. So some very big areas. Remember, white wants to sort of turn the corners and then start surrounding the left-hand side and make the white group totally strong. So a very good way for black to counter this is to push white from the other direction and something like this. Of course, another move is to run the 1 stone out. Remember, we talked in the opening part of the game about how this 1 stone has, it's very important to save the 1 stone, run out and counterattack with white, and the same for white to capture the 1 stone. Another noticeable big move is here to capture the bottom. Okay, so in the game, black plays the squeeze and then chickens out. Okay. Probably had to do the chicken out. If black loses this ko, black also loses the 2 stones. Can't connect like this, and can't connect like this, and then the throw in and can't connect. So yeah, so probably so that invalidates that squeeze in move. White is totally alive now. Okay. Okay, so the attack did not work, but black has this peep in mind, which is very good. Okay, next the diagonal move back, or the jump forward, or this knight's move forward, both are very strong. The honey is a little less strong. You can see how if white responds, we're capturing white's stones like this, 3, 4, 5. Much bigger than how we're capturing the white stones with this honey move. The other move is running the 1 stone out. Running the 1 stone out is destroying the left, and again it's making invading the upper left more feasible. And again, if black is able to cut white in the middle, this kind of a surround is in the cards, and it's almost forming. So that's another idea directional wise. In the game, the honey is a little bit too close to the white's useless stones, and this is good for white to just get rid of it. When white plays the honey, the move, it's better for black to gain a little bit with this kind of a move than to actually go for the capture. Actually, going for the capture with this push is also very good. So that's a way to capture a lot of white stones. This way it allows white to exchange, and you're like, I've captured 3 stones for 1, but ending up in gote, and white's group, H3 group, is totally alive now. That was not worth it. This is thickness. This is capturing stones right upon the super thick black corner. So it's over concentration for black, and very badly. Over concentrating very badly for black. Okay, do not be happy capturing 3 stones, losing 1 stone here. Okay. So now black faces some problems. The 5 stones here not totally connected. The 2 stones here are weak. One good common thread that could fix both of these is attacking the middle. This runs into this kind of thing. Maybe this exposes black's weaknesses a little too much. So pushing back a little, this may be preferred. Make a peep, make sure to not attack too hard. Allow white to connect home to his thickness, and then protect the black cutting points. And you'll see here, this is how, maybe invade here now. This is how black can get a lot of moves out into the middle of the board. Clearly this is helping out for the fighting that's going to happen the rest of the board, and the white moves connecting to the thickness underneath on the bottom here is not going to be worth very much. So that's a good game plan going forward. In the game, black plays the pressing move on the left first. That is okay. Unfortunately, okay, a few exchanges were made. Okay. Now I was going to say, unfortunately, this allows white the first move in the middle, which threatens black. And just imagine if white is able to get black to play these moves in gote, and then peep with a jump, and then get all of these moves. Now clearly on the rest of the board, black has 3 stones. White has all these stones. If black cuts, white doesn't have to save any of these 9 or 11 and just cuts black, and this is not promising for black. Okay, in the game, white connects and then connects. This is a small endgame move, and since black wanted to connect on the upper side anyways, this is black sort of saving a move from the diagram we showed before. This one definitely have to capture. Just remember, so in the game black played this move. Just remember, it takes 2 moves for white to reach the worst case scenario for black, and given this, black still has an eye in the corner. You can spend the 2 moves somewhere else, and because of this code is not too bad for black. And by playing here, not only do you surround a little bit more territory, you also put some more pressure on the white group here. For example, there's this 1 stone can be captured. So the problem with this is, once white has a stone here, there's a direct push and cut, and then white Ataris and Ataris. That's you don't want all these white moves to happen here. Okay, white plays a jump and black jumps. White plays this move in Sente. This game is going white's way by a lot, and that's mostly because black was slowed down on the upper side, having to connect the middle group to the corner. And secondly, black slowed himself down too much on the bottom, spending a move to capture 2 stones and then losing 1 stone in the exchange. Okay, white plays here. Again, the attack in the middle now is very preferred, recommended. You want white to play as many moves over here as possible. Now that black is connected to the top right corner, this is more feasible. And something like this is this is black surrounding some territory in the middle. But when black responds like this, clearly black is not going to be able to surround any territory in the middle. This move will be Sente, this cutting, this move. These are all very strong moves. Unfortunately, white plays a very mind-boggling living move here. If white were to go live with a group, I'm sure the move is to play this move in Sente and then play here, attach maybe. Ideally, white wants to capture 2 black stones to live. The most basic move is here, just connecting. Of course, you'll want to play the attach. This makes a lot of territory for white and makes the left-hand side 3 stones much stronger. So this is very mind-boggling. 2 players have played very high quality, other than this move. These two moves. So this gives black a chance to, one idea is to surround the middle. If you can't capture the group, it's still very bad for black. So in the game, black attaches here to attack 3 stones first. However, remember that white has back doors to connect to the corner group, so white, fixing the right-hand side group would be strong now. White responds. The other move is to cut the black shape. This is probably better. White Ataris and connects. Okay, so here white is fighting head-on, not budging. Okay, and then as a result of this, white gets this cut. Okay, white gets this cut, and black gets to destroy the corner. Here probably this is better. Gets the corner right away. You're not afraid of the cut because the corner is alive, and then the other side, 4 stones or 7 stones, it's about the same. So this is a lot of territory gained. White probably will block. This is the same. Black's corner is a little bit smaller, but at least it's black's corner. By the way, what happens if white tries to cut black. This move is sente, this move is sente too. So there's no real weaknesses there. Ideally, black wants to play something like this, and as long as you have a counter to this kind of a shape, do some reading, that would be great. This would be great. To force white to play like this and then connect home. This would be super ideal. Of course, another idea is to attack the 4 white stones with your 4 weak black stones, and then connect this out to capture the top. This is a bit of a scheme, but this is a bit of a scheme. Okay, connect allows white to defend the corner, so this was an opportunity to take a lot of territory that was given up for black. White plays a block. Okay. Nothing really wrong with the block, just black has so many stones you don't want to be right next to him, so we suggested this move. Another move that was on our minds was something like this, and then giving up 1 stone just to make black over-concentrated. Compare and contrast that to this move, not budging an inch, literally. Okay, black runs away. Now is a if this was captured earlier, black does not need to defend here. Right now there's this problem, push through and capture. Okay, so black defends. This is going very badly for black. Okay, hopefully this is sente. It didn't end up being sente. So now it's important to not save the stones and go for the... yes, great. This was exactly what black needed to do. And this would be a ko. And there's also this Atari. So this double hane was exactly what black needed. On the other side for white, the move is probably to peep, force black to connect, and then make this alive. Once this happens, this is a very real chance of capturing the whole group. After this double hane, white is forced to Atari on the inside, and still, I see that white is able to survive like this. Still, probably black needs to play this. This is what black really wants to do and then capture, but white is able to play this cut and capture black. So it's just very unfortunate for black. This would be an exchange, but the exchange is good for white too. White captures more. Oh well, at least black lived. When you live, make sure to try to survive with some dignity, and this way, there's an Atari here and this cut, so you can make the eye at h14. The more dignified way of surviving is to note that black has both of these in sente, and then black should cut here. Maybe white connects, maybe something, and then play this. This way black is totally alive, and there's nothing to worry about. Black may even want to play the Atari first, and then play here to survive. This way white, white is a little bit damaged from getting cut, and black has another move at 9. Never, this kind of wimp move is never, if there is any other move, we don't play this move, right? Okay, So white again gains from that, and now white has one last remaining problem to solve, and that is the group here. Fortunately for black, white is not doing a good job at solving it. Right now, remember the top white is totally alive, the black group is totally alive, so given black's living proclivity, play this peep, then play this jump, give up the one stone, and then just connect home like this. If you want to be a little more aggressive, play like this, and cut off the 3 stones. Use this kind of thing to just keep giving up the no man's land territory or stones or whatever. I'm sure white is doing much better at this point. So okay, so in the game white extends. This allows black to play a very nice cut. Now it was 1 stone, now it's 2 stones. Does white save the 2 stones? It's a little hard. It's a little bit hard, a bit harder to give up 2 stones than 1. Okay, so white is offering up the 2 stones. Okay, and black doesn't take it. Yes, black wants more. Good, good, good. Plays this Atari first and then captures the 2 stones. This is good. Very, very good job by black. Now black has saved a lot of stones. It's still questionable, but black has a chance to save all of these and captured 2 stones in the middle and is attacking white. Okay, Hane connect Atari. Okay. Here white messed this up. Needs to be an Atari and then Atari. Now this would be very likely still captured, a captured group by black. So if white did everything right, still would have been fine. In fact, it would have been perfect. Unfortunately for white, also there was this peeping Sente earlier that white didn't play. Now that white really needed it, it's too late. Black captures. Yes, last desperate try, but black connects and captures. So black has survived with no damage to any of the black stones. Very, very good fighting for black. There was no chance. Black was behind by a lot, but black found a way, and with white's cooperation, found a way. Very, very nicely fought. This was black was surely lost without this. And at the end, after white having survived in the middle, black wins by 15 points. So it was just enough. If black wasn't able to capture white, it would have been close. If half of the black group died, white would have won. So very terrific comeback game from black here. Okay, some things to point out. Very key fighting areas are very key. This exchange was helpful, beneficial for white. For black, just don't play the last move. The last move, the capture move, was bad. 6-7 points. Don't even play that Atari. So it's 3 points. After losing Sente, and then like this, white is now 13 points. So the thing is, black has a slight preference to capturing 3 stones over this shape, and that shape capturing is Gote, so that made all the difference. Okay, so okay. A few moves later, yes, the connecting on the top right was Gote for white. That also lost a lot, but black gives back a lot with 018, and then fighting continues. White actually gained a lot in the fighting up to around this point, and by living here, white by 8 now, and with making 2 eyes, white by 15. Okay, so we covered some of the most egregious issues. White was doing significantly better here, and in fact this actually works for white, but messed up in the end. Very big turnaround, very good. Lastly, we have the strongest game in our review set. This is Howard at 1Q versus Struggle Bus Gabe Schwartz at 1Q. I believe these players are one dan in the AGA. Okay. Oh yes, let's do the start a review.
Review started.
Great. Great. Okay. Reasonable openings. Pincer, counter pincer, very fighty. Attach, also very fighty. Okay. Okay, Atari's another Atari is here. Right now, I don't see how with white you just have to be careful to not lose two stones like this. But with this Hane, I think there's no problems for white. So, okay, in the game, this is also fairly okay for white. Atari back on the inside was also okay for white, but because white lost, white spent so many more moves than black in this area. Because black was able to capture stones like this, now this is a little bit better for black in terms of the efficiency of stones. Right now it's important to note the two black stones and the two white stones are not actually the most important things. White can't quite capture black easily. White has to play something like this. And then having some Ataris on the outside is also very, very big. Hard to imagine this is black up by 8, but it is. So the turn is actually quite important, and if you do capture it in a big way, knight's move, this move, jump, all these are fine moves. Atari is gonna lose a little bit. It's a little bit too defensive. Okay, white jumps, black jumps. The most important spot is the turn. However, once black captured two stones, it makes the turn less urgent or less super big. Okay. Okay, reasonable, and so now, despite looking like having a big corner, white doesn't actually have, the stones here are actually still a little bit useful. For example, headbutting is making a base for black, and the next extend down. Something like, all these moves are Sente moves. White has a shortage of liberties issue. If white just blocks, turn is Sente, and these are still Sente too. And then black is able to totally seal in the black group. So black actually has a lot of strengths in the on this board, despite losing stones on the upper left. This is very, very attacking here for white. If you don't want to engage with this, play the block and then just save your stones on the upper side. This is take the noticeable cash value up front, let black attack and then deal with it later. In the game, white attaches. This is a bit of a chicken out move because white is saying I have to defend my group and then play this one, sort of yeah, okay. So in the game, the capture of the one stone turns out to be not so big, primarily because white played some moves on the outside, and black came to play the big areas, so good to black. Another big area is extending to here. Okay. Good job by white getting this turn. Okay. This ladder works for black, so Atari on the outside. Good. So white has taken care of most groups. Next, there's a very big mojo on the bottom. Let's see how white does this. Black is also big, so when white plays here, it's not strictly sente. It's very important for black to invade like this right now, and then a comfortable 3-space extension. This would be black destroying everything. Clearly gonna be good for black now. So white may choose to, go from the outside like this to surround a smaller territory, but that's already success for black. Sente, destruction of territory. Yes, I had a feeling black was gonna play this turn, so that's why we pointed out the squeeze. Yeah, something like this is much superior to the turn. Okay, white extends, black presses. This move. Okay, the noticeable, very, very important big move is this Atari. It's also a peep. It kind of, it almost captures the 3 stones. As white here probably plays this. Remember this when you're surrounding very big potential territory. If your group is strong, there's not much damage that can be done. Like black can push in a little bit. If the white group on the lower right is strong, there's not much damage that could be done. And if black goes too far, if your group is strong, you can attack very severely. You can look to cut, and then black would be in trouble. So as long as you have thickness, you're good. Making territory with the mojos is really about making thickness. Once you have thickness, all is good. And before you have thickness, your opponent can destroy it. Okay, so here white is cutting. So here white doesn't have thickness. A lot can be destroyed. Black's not really afraid of white going after this group. Just make it alive and it'll be fine. In the game, black kind of chickens out a little, and this allows white to now cut off the middle. Now black is committed to doing something in the middle now. This would be way too big, so success for white. Black played this. White has such a big mojo, white probably should consider giving up some immediate territory for the outside. This is very good for white. In fact, going back even further would also be good. So black right now probably needs to go straight in and then try to burst out from inside the white surroundings. So trying to reduce from the outside would not work. In fact, even further back, as we mentioned. But this is all going according to white's plan. Here, there's a very good Tetsuji to do this move and just ladder this, and that works. If the ladder doesn't work, play the squeeze Tetsuji, and then at the end of that, hopefully white can cut off the left remaining side, and this would be fine. Small losses in order to secure your territory. In the game, they push, and then white was like, I guess I can't cut. Okay, yeah, it's still complicated, but yes, I can see how white. This is not good for white. Okay. So now white sort of has to backtrack, and a very good idea now, to capture this. When black goes for the cut, it takes 2 moves. With the 2 moves, go here. When black Ataris capture, go here, and then just this is called rock, paper, scissors, I guess, wrapping around black's very strong position and just giving up everything in the middle, living on both sides. And in this case, it's living on one side and then surrounding the territory on the other side. This is called wrapping around a rock with paper. the paper is supposed to rip, but with this layered defense kind of idea, by going farther back, you are able to go, you know, to have enough time to sort of save yourself. Maybe white needs to play even smarter than that. This is probably okay. Yeah, connect Atari, and then black may Atari, but this, you know, just survive like this. Okay, in the game white jumps and then plays here. That's okay, but the jump clearly, the jump may leave a little bit of problems here. You know, noticeably there's the what? There's this Atari. Okay. But right now the most important thing is for white to play this move and live on the right hand side. As long as white survives there, it'll be fine. A good move by black here is this move. This is working, and connect, this is working. So black is actually able to destroy a lot of white territory on the left. The move on the top was totally unnecessary because white can Atari and capture the two stones. If you don't want that, another very nice move is this move. This reduces black's liberties enough to get this position. And if black connects, then you tanuki and play the most important lower side. If black doesn't connect, you know, not that much damage was done because black was already totally strong. So unfortunately, white plays far away from the most important spot, and this allows black to capture on the right or play on the bottom. Let's see what black did. Black played this Atari. Okay. Another mistake by white. This Atari was all that could be done. Connect and then play this. Okay, this Atari black is able to extend in. This is already captured. White captures black Ataris. So right now the most important move is to play this Atari and capture that white group. Black first plays this. Definitely play here to live, but okay. I see. This is a ko. Okay. Oh, great. Good job, white. So bad job, black here. Definitely, yeah. Black was not able to play that Atari, and black was. This does not look like it is working for black. So white is able to contest the game again at this point. Okay, extend, attach to cut this. Here, white may be making the chicken out move that would doom the white chances in the game. Most important thing is to play this one. If white can put some pressure on the black corner, this will surely be alive. Okay, this and this. Atari, attach, this kind of thing. You know, at the very worst, and white can play something like this, and this is white having connected home in Sente. Okay, this chicken out may cost white the game. Black captures the stones too. Okay, white connects here, black connects in the middle, Hane. Okay, and this game has gone into the end game. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 60 points for white, a little more. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Looks like a close one, but black should take this. At the end here, black by 1.4. Okay, we totally misestimated. Black wins by 0.5. Okay, black was winning more in the end game. Okay, let's see if Let's see if White could have done better in the end game and just totally won this. Probably not. Yes, our estimate was not that off. We estimated about 15 points on the board, which was 10, and we estimated around here, which was actually about 10 points. Okay, good. Yeah, so this was a case where the last chicken out, White was doing well at this moment. White was gonna be able to survive the chicken out, allowed Black to do it. Let's go back a little further. I'm sure Black was doing very well here. There are 3 different ways to capture the right hand side group. Black thought this was all Sente, but it turned out it was not. Okay, Sente is important. Here we saw some very nice back and forth fighting here. Black was doing slightly better. This was all okay, except Black ended up playing these connects in the middle and gave up the middle. So a little bit of the chicken out issues, but generally very, very high quality games. Very interesting. Okay, great. Thank you everyone for playing. Thank you all the players for this week. See you guys in the next season. The burning board is happening right now. Tomorrow, the tournament is happening tomorrow. US Go Congress is coming up 3 weeks later in July 12th. Hope to see you guys all at the US Go Congress. It is gonna be the best 1-week vacation ever. So thanks, and see you guys next time.